Hello again, everybody. Beau James here with a brand new episode of Southern States Wrestling for you. Been away a few weeks, got tied up in the holidays and everything going on, but want to make sure that you make note that we're going to start dropping new episodes right here on Thursday nights, maybe early Friday, just depending on our schedule, but you'll be able to see them going into the weekend and going a lot of stuff going on. Joe Wheeler and I have been putting together episodes for the next few weeks, and we're going to go back and look at some classic matches. We're going to look at some matches from this year. Got a lot of stuff coming up for you. I want to make sure that I say a special thank you to everybody that came out Saturday night, November 3rd, Gray, Tennessee, for the Fall Spectacular, celebrating my 30 years in wrestling. That event's going to be on the Southern States Wrestling Network here just in a few days, where you can watch it in full if you were unable to attend. But I got to say a big thank you to everybody that brought new toys and everybody that brought food. We were able to take over 150 cans of food, plus bags of beans and macaroni and cheese, all kinds of non-perishable food items to the Gray Food Bank there at the Gray Community Chest. Drop it off on the Monday after the event. We were also to take over a dozen new toys to the John Berry Toy Drive. Drop that off with the people at Food City that's in charge of it there. So it was a wonderful night. Like I said, you're going to be able to watch it on the Southern States Wrestling Network real soon. Also want to say a big thank you to everybody who came out for the Sullivan County Veterans Parade there. Veterans Weekend made my dad very happy, as he was the Grand Marshal, and he spoke the next day at Harmony Baptist Church in Jonesboro. Was able to give his testimony how God brought him through the war and has used him over the years. So thank everybody that came out to those two events, and thank the veterans. We need to thank them more than just one day a year. We need to thank them every day. And I want to also say that, Saturday night, November 3rd, Dan Richards walked out of Gray, Tennessee, the new Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. But here shortly, he's going to find out in the new year that he's going to have his hands full, because people like myself, Kyle Maggard, Wayne Atkins are going to be coming after him and coming after that title. And like I said, if you were unable to be in Gray on the 3rd, you'll be able to see it on the Southern States Wrestling Network here just in a few days. Now, I want to bring along some sad news. I've been dreading making this announcement all day. Late last night, I heard from David Bowles, the son of Ken Bowles, and we lost Ken, who has been fighting Alzheimer's disease for the last few years, and it finally was able to get the best of him. And Ken was a great man. He was a great friend, and he was a great part of Southern States Wrestling. Commissioner here from 1991 to 2013. Helped produce TVs, helped book the matches, book towns. He did a little bit of everything behind the scenes. Even was a special referee on a few occasions, and even came out of retirement 3 different times in Southern States Wrestling to get even with some managers that he was having issues with over the years. Ken was well liked and well respected by everybody that knew him. Not only here in wrestling, Ken was a very successful businessman, owning his own insurance agencies. Also taught insurance and how to sell insurance to a lot of people. He also was involved in pro boxing, involved in pro drag racing. He was a well-liked man, well-respected man around East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. My friend of 30 years. What I want to do to kick off the program here, I want to go back and take a look at just a few highlights of Ken Bowles in Southern States Wrestling as we pay tribute to him with 10 bells. There you saw it. Please keep Ken's family and friends and everybody that knew him in your prayers coming up. It's a hard time losing someone here at the holidays. It's a hard time knowing the battle that Ken went through the last few years, but I rest assured we'll see him again someday. Ken Bowles from Southern States Wrestling, everybody that you ever touched along the way, we love you and we're going to miss you, buddy. Let's take a break and show you what you can see on the Southern States Wrestling Network now, and I'm going to come back and talk about a young man that a lot of people are talking about since they saw him in person in Gray, Tennessee. There was just a small peek of some of the action you can see on the Southern States Wrestling Network. $4.99 a month. You can relive the history, the memories, the legends, the stars, all for the price of a value meal. 50-some videos up right now. Over 2,500 minutes streaming on the SSW Network. New stuff added each and every week, so make sure you go over there and check that out. Also, go check out kingofkingsport.com. It's that time of year. The annual Christmas sale is here at kingofkingsport.com. My books at the lowest prices ever offered, plus some great DVD specials going on right now. So go on over there, kingofkingsport.com. Christmas sale now till December the 9th. Now let's talk about him. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. He made quite the impression at Daniel Boone High School a few weeks ago when he made his East Tennessee debut. I'm talking about Big Rig Jake Brake, who will be coming back here to SSW in the new year as we be getting lined up some new events and some great stuff for you in the new year. And Jake Brake is going to be a part of it. Let's go right now and take a look at Jake on a recent episode of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Here we go, the bell rings. Big Rig Jake Brake in action here on AMW TV, taking on Eric Porter, newcomer to AMW, and he ducks under the collar elbow attempt there from Big Rig. Tries to get him from behind. Nothing doing there. Eric Porter outsized measurably, a pretty big amount, but you know that's the way it goes with anyone that fights the Big Rig. 7 feet, 500 pounds, and once again, Porter ducks under the lockup attempt, gets in behind and tries to attack, but nothing happening. He's going to have to find some way to make this work. And Big Rig goes in, gets him, slings him into the turnbuckle. And Porter retreats to the outside. Crowd not having any of this right now. Porter making his way back to the ring. And here we go, Big Rig Jake break. Making sure Porter is back in the ring, ready to go, as the big man gets him up for a big slam. Here it comes, and he hits the ground hard. Porter on his heels. The Big Rig calling for it. Got his hand outstretched, looking for the chokeslam, but Porter, don't know if he gets up. He's back up. Big Rig's got him. Up. Oh, and a rake to the eyes, maybe. And Porter attacking from behind as Big Rig clutching the eye. He's got one eye right now, but Porter unable to do any damage as the shoulder shiver takes Porter right off his feet, right onto his back. Not a lot working here for Porter as he goes off the ropes, tries it one more time. Big Rig catches him. Oh, my goodness. Taking a pit stop for the 1, 2, 3. Big Rig wins it here on AMW TV.
There you saw it, the impressive Big Rig Jake break, 7 foot tall, 500 pounds. He's a big teddy bear outside of the ring, but he's becoming a monster inside of the ring. When we come back, we're going to take a look at Daniel Richards, the new Southern States heavyweight champion, in a recent match. But until then, here's another sneak peek of something that you can view on the Southern States Wrestling Network. There it was, just another great video that you can watch streaming on the SSW network now. Only $4.99 a month. Make sure you go over there and check it out. Look at all the action, the legends, the stars, the memories that's up there for less than $5 a month. It's worth the price with just one video, but you get new stuff each and every week uploaded to the network, so make sure you keep checking it out. Also, go remember kingofkingsport.com going on right now, the big Christmas sale on my books and DVDs. Go over there and check that out. Now, we talked about him early in the program. He's the new Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. What we're going to do right now is go back to Labor Day weekend of this year and take a look at Daniel Richards as he takes on Jessie Jameson in Seguinsville, Tennessee at the big Rumble on the River.
No weapons except these guns right here.
Bell is gone in this matchup here, wrestling fans. My name is Joe Wheeler. We're bringing you the action and excitement of Southern States Wrestling, coming to you from Seguinsville, Tennessee. And that's in beautiful Hawkins County. We're at the Holston River Fest in Seguinsville with this big matchup here. Daniel Richards, the progressive liberal, taking on Jessie Jameson. And Jessie Jameson, of course, in the mask and the black and blue. And, of course, we all know Daniel Richards, the ever so flamboyant progressive liberal, as he makes his way back into the ring here in this matchup. And, fans, if you look, you can see the beautiful Holston River in the background of the shot as Southern States Wrestling bringing you action and excitement. And we appreciate you joining us, no matter how you may be joining us, all across this great world of ours, whether it's on YouTube, through Facebook, through Twitter, or through the Southern States Wrestling Network. Don't know what that is? Well, you need to check out our Facebook page, Southern States Wrestling on Facebook, and that way you can get tuned in to the Southern States Wrestling Network, where we have nearly 30 years of professional wrestling action to bring to you, as it's been an incredible ride, an incredible journey, and lots of history there to be seen on the network. As Daniel Richardson, the progressive liberal, he missed that attempted body splash right there, as Jessie Jameson is now taken back over on the progressive liberal, Daniel Richardson. And I tell you what, the video cameras here just really do not do Daniel Richards justice, as the man is nearly 6'5" and tremendous shape. Double tough. I got to give him credit. He's a tough competitor. He's rolled up right now. We might have a cover. We got a 2 count out of that one. But like I was saying, fans, the cameras don't do these guys justice as far as the size and the strength and agility that they have. And that's why we always encourage you to come see us live whenever you get the opportunity to do so, as there's nothing like the action and excitement of Southern States Wrestling when we're live in a town near you. As Richards now is trying to make his way back up to a vertical base, and I tell you what, this guy, you talk about worldwide media coverage. The Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, you name it, CBS Evening News. There's been so many media outlets that have talked about and focused on the progressive liberal Daniel Richards, and the man has had a tremendous career and tremendous following in his short time in the sport of professional wrestling. And I think it's mostly, because of his outrageous views and the things that he says and his positions in the political world help draw more attention to him, and it's certainly been very effective. As the masked man Jameson right there caught his man right there with a nice kick right to the chest, and I mean, he was up there to catch him, because like I said, Daniel Richards, he is 6'5", and he is a tall, lanky individual. No question about that. So when you see him get drop kicked in the chest, I mean, that's right at, 5'10", 6 foot in the air. That'd be in the face of most people. No question about that. But like I was saying about the Southern States Wrestling Network fans, you need to check us out on Facebook. Just been added to the Southern States Wrestling Network has been the Fall Spectacular from 2013. The 2013 Fall Spectacular featured some incredible matches, great action. Beau James, Misty James were involved in the matches, as well as Equalizer Crunch and DeAndre Jackson, Kyle Cool. But a couple of the real standout matches from this particular event: Eric Darkstorm versus Kyle Matthews, Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line. These guys had an incredible series of matches. And you had Frank Parker and Scott Sterling, along with Stan Lee, taking on the Rock and Roll Express. The North American Heavyweight Tag Team titles were on the line in this matchup. Frank Parker and Scott Sterling were the reigning Southern States Wrestling Tag Team champions at the time. But what an incredible match. It's all available on the Southern States Wrestling Network exclusively right now. The 2013 Fall Spectacular at only $4.99. You can't lose out. So much wrestling history and such incredible action is available for you on the Southern States Wrestling Network. Like I said, just check it out on Facebook. It'll link you right over. And it's just great. Just so much history, so much action, and so inexpensive to enjoy it. As Daniel Richards right there just caught a jaw jacker, as he finds himself in a bit of trouble here, as Jesse Jameson, he is 100% tough individual, no doubt about that. We've seen him here before on Southern States Wrestling, and Richards right there just caught him with a big boot right to the face. Got his man rolled up. This could very well do it. He's got his feet in the ropes, taking that shortcut like many liberals like to do. But he wasn't able to succeed that time. And what an incredible feud that Richards has had with handsome Beau James. I mean, I tell you, from Kentucky to Tennessee to West Virginia, the Carolinas, throughout the entire Southeast, Daniel Richards and Beau James have been fighting it out for nearly 2 years now. And a lot of great media coverage has come as a result thereof. The masked man, Jameson, here opening up with a series of shots on Richards, but no, he stopped that real fast. Daniel Richards now sets his man up, Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, caught him right there. Jameson once again caught him right there. As Daniel Richards, the progressive liberal, finds himself in trouble here at the Holston Riverfest, Hawkins County, Tennessee. As right there, Richards right there took a shortcut. Now opening up with a series of kicks. And face first into the turnbuckle here. The progressive liberal reigning supreme here at the moment on Southern States Wrestling. Fans, we're glad you're tuned in, turned on, and checking out the action of Southern States Wrestling, no matter how you may be joining us all across this great world of ours. As the progressive liberal, Daniel Richards, now heading up. Looks like he's going to the ropes. The man is 6'5", so by the time he gets on that top rope, man, I tell you, that's a lot of height, weight coming down. Oh, he missed it. Jesse Jameson was able to get out of the way here. And I mean, right now, right here is his time. This is his opportunity to shine, as Richardson obviously in trouble. Both men back up. Jesse Jameson catches him with a couple of kicks here now. He's got him rocking into the ropes. Irish whip across to the far side. And he caught him right there with that leg lariat. Nicely placed right on the chest there. And with a big forearm. This could do it right here. In for a cover. He's got his man and a 2 count only. As the progressive liberal, Daniel Richards, he is tough. There's no question about, I mean, the guy, he's very insulting, very rude, and very cocky. No question about that, but he is tough. I have to give the devil his due on that. As now he is trying to open up some offense here on the masked man. As Jessie Jameson is definitely countering here. Great wrestling action here. Back and forth they go. Richards right there held onto the ropes. Let's see what he can do with this advantage he's got. Spins him around. Oh, into a neck breaker. Referee's in. And there you see it right there. The progressive liberal Daniel Richards is able to win this matchup here over Jessie Jameson. Sturgeonsville, Tennessee. Beautiful Hawkins County at the Holston Riverfest. As there's your winner of the contest. The progressive liberal has won this matchup. And I'm sure he's very proud of himself. And Hillary Clinton, as you see him wave the flag.
There you saw him making friends everywhere he goes, and Daniel Richards is making a name for himself, not only here in SSW, but everywhere else he goes. National news, national coverage in print magazines and newspapers, and you know, the guy just rubs everybody the wrong way each and every place that he goes. And when he returns here to defend that title, he's going to find out that he's got a lot of people gunning for him now, a lot of people coming after him. Next week, Joe Wheeler says we're going to hear from Daniel Richards on this program. We're going to take a look at Misty James in action, and we're going to see me against Sean Cruz right here next week. So make sure you check it out. Don't miss an episode. Make sure during the week you go over there and look at the Southern States Wrestling Network and KingofKingsport.com. Follow SSW on Twitter at SSW Wrestling 1. You can follow me on Twitter at King of Kingsport. And follow the Facebook, Facebook.com/Southern States Wrestling, Facebook.com/Pro Wrestler Beau James. Until next week, good Lord willing, I'll see each and every one of you right back here.